Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I am beyond excited to have you here. We are going on a really fun step-by-step journey today, and by the end of it, you're going to completely conquer square and cube numbers. Seriously, if you've ever felt even a little intimidated by exponents, don't sweat it. We're going to break the whole thing down visually, step by step, and level by level. So let's start right here with this incredibly fundamental question. What actually happens when numbers multiply by themselves? Think of today's math like a giant puzzle we're about to unlock together. We aren't just memorizing facts here, we're exploring a pattern that literally shapes the geometry of the world around us. Are you ready?
All right, level 1, meet the square numbers.
Okay, so what exactly is a square number? Well, it's actually super simple. A square number is formed when a number is multiplied by itself. That's it. Take the number 4, right? Multiply it by another 4, and you get 16. So 16 is our square number. And see that tiny little 2 hovering up there? Whenever you spot it, it's just a secret math code that means squared. It's literally just telling you, hey, take this base number and multiply it by itself. Now, what's genuinely cool here is the visual pattern these numbers create right out of the gate. Let's look at the first 5 square numbers. 1 squared is just 1 times 1, which is, you guessed it, 1. 2 squared is 2 times 2, giving us 4. 3 squared is 3 times 3, getting us to 9. 4 squared, like we just saw, is 4 times 4, landing us at 16. And 5 squared gives us 25. But here's the really interesting part. Notice how the gap between these results gets bigger every single time? It's not just going up by a flat amount. It's escalating.
Watch how this builds as we track this pattern all the way up to 10. 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 9 squared jumps to 81, and finally 10 squared. 10 times 10 gives us a nice, clean 100. Getting visually comfortable recognizing these specific results, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, is going to be a massive game changer for you in math. These are like the celebrities of the math world.
Boom, level 1 beaten. Now, level 2, level up to cubes. Okay, so how does this change when we move to the 3D world? Well, a cube number is formed when a number is multiplied by itself 3 times. So instead of just 4 times 4, we've got 4 times 4 times 4, which equals 64. See that little 3 hovering next to the base number now? That's our new exponent telling us to multiply the base number 3 times in a row. It means cubed.
And honestly, looking at them side by side brilliantly illustrates the massive difference just one extra multiplication makes. On the left, 4 squared gets us to 16. It's flat, it's a square. But on the right, you add just one more times 4 to the chain, and we suddenly blast all the way up to 64. We went from a flat 2D shape to a 3D block, and the number just absolutely skyrocketed as a result.
Let's walk through the first half of the cubes. And I want you to notice just how much faster these grow compared to our squares. 1 cubed is still just 1, but 2 cubed, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again jumps us up to 8. 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3, giving us 27. 4 cubed gets us to 64, and 5 cubed, 5 times 5 times 5, vaults us all the way past 100 to 125. Talk about a growth spurt, right? All right, let's finish out this cube sequence. 6 cubed is 216. 7 cubed is 343. 8 cubed is 512. Look at this massive leap when we calculate 9 cubed. 9 times 9 is 81, but then 81 times 9 gets us to 729. The growth here is literally exponential. And then, for 10 cubed, 10 times 10 times 10, boom, 1,000. Isn't that just visually rewarding? 3 tens multiplied together gives us a 1 with 3 zeros. It's a deeply satisfying, perfectly round number to cap off our cubes.
All right, time for a boss fight. Level 3. Let's practice together.
Here is your first interactive challenge. Take a quick scan of this list. Which of these are square numbers? We've got 35, 4, 27, 2, 81, and 16. I'm going to pause for just a second. Try to spot the ones that are a number multiplied by itself. Okay, let's go through these and grade them together. 35? Nope, not a square number. 4? Yes, 4 is 2 squared. 27? Nope. 2? Also nope. 81? Absolutely, that's 9 squared. And 16? You bet, that's 4 squared. So our winning square numbers from this lineup are 4, 81, and 16. How'd you do? Did you get them all?
Let's turn up the difficulty a bit. Now I'm challenging you to spot the cube numbers from this tricky new lineup. Which of these are cubes? 64, 6, 343, 9, 76, 216, 418. Take a really good look. Remember, we're looking for numbers multiplied by themselves 3 times.
Let's check them one by one. 64? Yes, that is 4 cubed. 6? No way. 343? Yep, that's our 7 cubed. 9? Nope, that's a square number, not a cube. That was a tricky one. 76? No. 216? Yes, that's 6 cubed. 418? No. So our true cubes in this list are 64, 343, and 216. Awesome job navigating that.
Let's look at this final practice set side by side just to really lock in that contrast. Take the number 7. Squared, it's 49. But cubed, it's 343. Number 9. Squared, it's 81. Cubed, it's a massive 729. And number 10. Squared is a solid 100, but cubed is 1,000. Seeing these side by side really hits home just how much power that little 3 holds compared to the 2. Moving on to our final stage, level 4, finding the area. So imagine you have a square and one side is exactly 8 centimeters long. How do we find the total area inside it? Well, it's basically a foolproof recipe. Step 1, we use the formula, which is simply that the area of a square equals side times side. Step 2, we plug in our 8 centimeter side length, so area equals 8 times 8. Step 3, we calculate the solution. And since we're pros now, we know from our earlier table exactly what 8 times 8 is. It's 64 square centimeters. Now, what's genuinely amazing about this specific number is a really cool math coincidence. The number 64 is incredibly special based on everything we've talked about today. Not only is it the area of our 8 centimeter square, meaning it's 8 squared, but it is also exactly 4 cubed. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, and 8 times 8 is 64. It's like a shape-shifting number. Take a second and look at this checklist. You did it! You now understand square numbers, you understand cube numbers, you successfully identified them in some pretty tricky lists, and you even used them to calculate the area of a square. You should be really, really proud of the leveling up you accomplished in this explainer today.
Thanks for watching. Bye, students. Don't forget to subscribe for more math fun videos. See you in the next lesson.